Hi, everyone. Welcome to our fifth interview within the volunteer project Ukrainians Talk. My name is Natalia. I'm mentor, coach, and consultant on project management. Ukrainians Talk is a series of interviews with citizens of Ukraine about their work, their passion, volunteer experience, reflections on the war, and future plans. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our fifth interview within the volunteer project. I feel I can hear myself.
Yeah, sometimes that happened.
Yeah, but hopefully the introduction will be just repeated. Today I have a wonderful lady with me, Natalia Khytrych. Natalia, welcome to this interview and show, I would say.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Natalia. Thank you for your introduction. Thank you for your invitation. It is my pleasure to be your guest.
Well, it's my pleasure to have you because I know you for some time, but not so long. And I'm so amazed every time I see you about what you do, how you feel. And I know it's just the energy that you actually share with all of us. Natalia, you're working as a regulatory affairs specialist. For me, that sounds scary, I would say. Could you talk more about your profession?
Yeah, you know, when usually people ask me about what are you doing? What is your job? And I answer, I am regulatory affairs specialist. And I see full misunderstanding in their eyes because I understand that this profession isn't so popular, but not all know about this profession. I try to explain by simple way. First of all, my profession is connected with pharmaceutical area, pharmaceutical production. And for example, you buy a car, yeah, and it is a standard way to register this car. And further, you should think how to support this car in a proper stage. I believe that I make the same thing, but only with drugs. Because if any drugs, and it doesn't matter, Ukrainian manufacturing or foreigner holder or manufacturer would like to sell in Ukraine, of course, this drug must be registered, and further, it must be support in proper stage. This is my job.
Thank you for this.
Now I'm working in an international company. Our company is working only with foreign partners. Yes, and I would like to underline that Ukrainian legislation in this area, I mean registration, is very harmonized with European legislation, and that's why our country is very interesting for foreign companies as a market because, for example, our neighbors, European Union, yes, you know this Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, for example, they have own legislation in this occupation that makes registration of drugs in that countries more difficult. So Ukraine is open for all our European neighbors for registration and for business.
Thank you for the comparison with the car. I think that makes really great knowledge and understanding, gives the understanding of what you do. But you know, the topic of medicine and regulatory affairs, it doesn't sound so easy. So why did you choose such profession for yourself, professional area?
Honestly, my current profession is a result of my previous occupation because I graduated at the University of Taras Shevchenko as a chemist, and I work as a chemist as the head of the physical chemical laboratory of quality control department. And it was very interesting time because it was time when our Ukrainian plants began their way to international standard good manufacturing practice. That is mandatory rule for everyone holder or manufacturer in worldwide. And you understand then when you was working lots of years just without any rules. Yes, and now you should be working with new rules, requirements, and very strict requirements, because now we understand that drugs is a special good, because this is good for ill people. So we understand that requirements for manufacturing is very, very strict. And it was very interesting because lots of new knowledge, skills, and this is first part. As a second, I believe that people of this occupation is special people. Yeah, and I got lots of friends, acquaintances from this profession, this very professional, this very smart people, and you always have permanent development, and just, I don't know, for me, it is my hobby, it is my life.
Sounds wonderful. I mean, I hear how you explain it, and you definitely enjoy it. Tell me, we have this full-scale war currently in Ukraine, and for many of us, the life has changed a lot for the last couple of months. How has your work changed for this couple of last months?
Yeah, thank you for this question. Honestly, I can say that my job changed significantly. We still are interesting for our foreign partners. Yes, I see their activity. I see that they would like to work with us. They want to buy, sell their production in Ukraine. So we are working, our authority is working as well. And maybe only one moment, since I am working in companies that not only register but sell as well. Of course, for business, for sales, there are lots of changes, because first of all, we understand that since some territories of Ukraine is under occupation, of course, a market began less. And of course, not all drugs are needed currently, and of course, they should think about update in this for this issue. But I see that such companies as my company and Ukrainian plants, because I have lots of friends there, and Ukrainian plants are working as well. We are working, we are trying to provide necessary amount of drugs for people, because we understand, we remember first months of months of the war, and you remember I asked you to help me to buy drugs in Lviv, yes, and send in Kiev, because this was a person who needs this drug every day, daily. So business is continuing.
That's good to hear. Indeed, at the beginning, a lot of people would require medicine but could not get them, and had to look for in different locations around Ukraine, which is not occupied or where the shelling was less. So it seems to be really complicated at the beginning, but great. It's great to hear that it's continuing, and we trying all to come back to business as usual, no matter how strange it sounds in the midst of the war.
Our economic.
Yeah, yes. That's true. Any other parts of your life that were influenced by the war?
Fortunately, I say, if your family is okay, everything is okay. Yeah, you are alive, everything is okay. I think that in Kiev we were very lucky because yes, it was dangerous, it was terrible situation, but everything was okay, and that's why my home is whole. So no significant changes. I believe that more impact on my mind, our mind, my understanding of reality and thoughts about future. Because now I think lots of us now we are living by this day. This day, because we understand that first of all we should wait for our win, and then we will think about further future, for example.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, many of us do just live day by day and do not plan a lot. But take into account that victory is not like tomorrow or today. It seems like we still have to wait and somehow to adjust to this situation. I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned that it impacted the life, the mind. So probably the psychological part and other parts of our lives. So how do you feel now on this, I don't know, 110th day, 111th day, whatever day it is today of the war? It's hard to count. How do you feel now?
You know, Natalia, as a person of middle age, some part of life is back, and of course I had plans. I had dreams and understanding about my future, my life in 1 year or 2 years. Now this is time of full renovation in my mind. I understand that lots of things, of course, aren't significant anymore for me. There are only several important things. This is our family, this is our children, this is our friends, because this war demonstrated people who are close to us, and it is the answer for a previous question, what was changed. Yeah, I think that became ex-friends, yes, ex-acquaintances, because you understand that, no, fortunately, no ex-friends, no, only ex-acquaintances. So you understand these people, you don't need these people in your life anymore, because if position isn't suitable for you, for your understanding regarding our situation. So this time for new plan, but only I think after our win. Because now all things is how you can help, how you can support, and there I would like to underline for people who think that oh, I'm very small people, yes, person, I can do nothing. It isn't true, because any effort, any help, they are significant for our victory, and I think it is very important it not to be indifferent, because it is our general war, our problem. So everyone remember about this.
Indeed, sometimes small portions of help just change a lot, and we do tend to always
huge.
Yes.
Yeah. But I really heard different opinions, and sometimes I prefer to not speak with these people, because I understand that something terrible can have a place.
It's actually an interesting question, because you know, we always have some life experiences and life changing events. But it seems like this war, it just shed a light on a lot of things and showed us a lot of things much faster than we would see or would understand. And it's really interesting what you say about acquaintances and friends. And sometimes we just re-evaluate what is going on around us, who is your environment, and you just try to pick the environment you're comfortable in. And that's why this transformation happens indeed.
Yeah, you're right, full transformations.
Mm-hmm. Natalia, I know that you're a rather active person, so I wanted to ask you, do you have any hobbies? If yes, how do you select and what do you do usually besides work?
You know, I believe that modern Ukrainians are very busy people, at least my friends, they all have lots of different activities and things. So I usually have two criteria for choice for hobby. First of all, of course, it must be interesting and pleasant for me. And the second, it can be useful for my job. It's possible the only one condition is acceptable for hobby. If both, it is great. It is great, but honestly, my hobby, I believe that is my hobby. I like short movies, and I like attend cinema that demonstrated such kind of movies. Fortunately, we have one cinema in Kyiv, Zhovteny. I think you know about Zhovteny, October. This is really a special cinema because only there we can see movies not for mass watching. Mm-hmm. And every year I mandatory attend Manhattan Short Movies Festival. This is international festival, mm-hmm. and it demonstrates in worldwide at the same time. And I don't know, but it is very special feeling when you understand that millions of people around the world at the same time watching these movies, and they choose the best actor, actress, a movie. And in several weeks, you will check was your choice the same as most people had.
And when is this festival? Is it soon? Because it sounds really interesting. I never watch it. So when does it usually comes?
Usually it comes in September. Yeah, and usually only not all cinemas demonstrate this festival, but Zhovteny, Blockbuster, yes, these cinemas demonstrate, and this is very simple because this just показ demonstration. Yes, by such ways you attended any another movie. But okay. I didn't say the main point. Of course, you vote for the best actor, actress in movie. Earlier it was just by you make a tick and
yeah. A vote cast, yes.
Yeah. Now, of course, it is happen online, and in some weeks this result is in news inside of this festival. Natalie, I promise you when this event, I hope that this event will be this year as well. I will invite you to visit the cinema together. Okay?
Agree. Natalia, we have met in Toastmasters, a public speaking and leadership club. So why did you decide to join it? Because you say that you like hobbies, either you are interested of or because it's helpful for the job. So why did you join Toastmaster?
Here, two criteria are working because, first of all, this is interesting, and the second point, it is important for my job because my first task was to improve my English. I think that lots of us began our way in Toastmaster Club with this goal. Now it is very significant, I believe, to be able to speak English. Yes, and as I said, I work with foreign companies, and of course, you understand that if this company is from India, I don't know Indian language, but English helps us, yes. And my main goal was to improve English, and my colleague Irina Grigorieva, you know, this wonderful woman, girl, yes, she told me about this club, and firstly I visited several years ago at the restaurant Lancelot, you remember, was this location, yes. But then I felt that I need some time to reach a certain level to be equal member of this club, because then I wasn't prepared for communication, for such speeches, so some time was needed. But I always remember about our talkers. I always ask Irina about activities I followed by our Talkers Club on Facebook, and this happened. In September of previous year. I became a member of our Talkers Club.
So, what do you like most about these Toastmaster meetings now?
People. It is the best you can receive from this club, because honestly, I am, and I think that I will be shocked from all members, all guests. It is special people, very smart, well educated, open for communication, for sharing their knowledge, their skills. Every time when I visit our meetings, I feel great energy. I get positive emotions, and I want to say that lots of these people are my good acquaintances now, my friends. So people. If you want to improve your English, if you want to be a good speaker, if you want to know new incredible people, welcome to our meetings.
Indeed, that's how we met, and I'm super glad about this, because I also visit the club for some time, and I think that apart from public speaking, and apart from other things that you can do with your English, it's just the surroundings and the environment that you're in, and I do love this environment that we have.
Natalia, sorry for my interruption, but yes, I would like to say that you are one of the most active member of our club, and thank you very much, you, for all your support, your effort that you make for our club.
I think we do the joint work, so it's all together that we actually compile, and we have the great results, but thank you for that. I remember you wrote to me that you are really fond of traveling. I understand that currently the trips are not so available as they were before because of the war, but what is the most memorable trip that you had in your life, and why?
Oh, dreams are flying. Yeah. I like Balkanian Peninsula very much, and I had several trips across this place. But maybe my best trip was previous year. During my vacation, it was a trip across Montenegro.
Mm.
Yeah, Montenegro, and it maybe was the best my trip because this country is wonderful. This country is wonderful, beautiful, amazing mountains, unforgettable seaside, and this place where you each moment say, wow, wow, oh my God. Very atmospheric cities, comfortable atmosphere generally, and it was trip completely organized by me and by my friend and me together by car, and we had lots of different activities. We visited lots of places. I can only say, Natalie, visit this country mandatory, please.
Actually, I did already visit it, and I truly agree with you. It's the choice, you know, you have mountains, you have sea, and you have sun. For me, it's bingo. It's like all together.
Yeah,
So it's
you
perfect.
know, I remember the main thing why I was shocked by this country, because the sea begins at the airport.
Yes.
Very close, yeah. There is airport, and here there is the sea. Oh my God, yeah. 3 points make this country ideal. So,
Yes, while we remember our trips to Europe, I hope that also Europeans will come and visit Ukraine. For those who have not visited yet after the war, we'll be super happy to also host people here and to show them around, because I think every country is beautiful, and it's amazing how different cultures can combine, and we can learn from each other in the different cultures. I wanted to ask you, you know, even though you talk about hobbies, and some hobbies are not available right now, or we do not practice them so much because of the work, because of the other thing that we just don't feel so like to be completely relaxed. Either is any new habit or thing that you have started to do throughout this period of last month, and that you would like to continue in the future?
yeah, I have one plan, and I think that it will be my hobby. I plan to I try motor driving before the war, yes, and I felt that this is for me. I like this activity, and just now, I think about school, because for beginning, I think it is right to receive a category for my driver license. And now I check that such schools begin their job. So I think that maybe it will be more soon than I think. Yeah.
So it's a plan for a summer, I guess?
Yeah. I think that yes, because summer is a good time for this, and who knows? Maybe further, I will think about my own motto. Yeah. Also, I have a son, and this activity we tried together. Yeah, it was my birthday, and I thought how to spend time together that can be interesting not only for me, but for him as well, because he's a teenager and sometimes it's very difficult to surprise this generation. Yeah. And okay, we will try motorbike. And it was the right choice, because when I saw his eyes, I was shocked, surprised. I was happy because, oh my God, oh mom, you are very cool, super. I want once again. So I think maybe in some time it will be our common hobby.
Sounds cool. You mentioned that you have a son, teenager son. So my question would be that, as the mother of a teenager, who are these Ukrainian teenagers now? What do they do?
You know, Ukrainian teenagers now are teenagers that that are living by online life within during last several years. Yes, and I remember how was happy my son when he got information that at the end of February his college will begin work offline. Oh, mom, it's super. I will go to a college. I will communicate with my friends. Because several years we remember COVID situation in Ukraine, deep lockdowns, and online. And but babach, we have at the end of February the more terrible situation. We have the war, and of course this is children that didn't receive several things in their life. I know that lots of them didn't have proms, выпускные, proms, or didn't celebrate their birthdays with friends. But teenagers are teenagers. So they continue their life, try to be active, try to communicate, dreams about peaceful time, about normal life. And I would like to say that this adult persons enough, so they are support for their parents, they help us to be strong, to believe in our victory, because first of all, we dream about this victory for them, I'm sorry.
Super. I also remember that you have a cat, a lady cat, if I remember correctly. So could you tell us a short story about her? And maybe about why did you decide to have a cat? What's this animal helps you currently in this situation?
You know, unfortunately, I can't demonstrate my cat because now she has arrest in Dacha. Yeah, with my parents, because I believe that cat must have arrest as well. Yeah. I have a cat. This is a part of my heart. This is my life. This is my daughter. Her name is Princessa, and our history is, I think, a little funny because she was taken just from a street. Yes, from another city where was my sister. And firstly, I thought that this is a boy, and only in 1 week it was clear that it is a girl. And of course, I forget this word, извиниться.
Excuse?
Excuse, oh my God, to excuse I rename her, and from that day she is princess.
So it was a prince before, and now it's a princess.
Was Maxi became princess.
Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah, and now, yes, of course, she helps me to feel better in this situation, and more. I see that home pets change as well, because they had stress as people. I'm sorry, this traveling by cars in crazy conditions, not 1 hour or 1 day, sometimes 2-3 days, and in other place, other people's houses, and we had some time when we weren't together, and I remember her emotion when she heard my voice firstly, princess. Oh my God, she was crying really. And now I see that she tries to be close to me, as close as possible all time, because understands that sometimes different things can happen. Yeah. So I think that pet, it's always pleasure, but only one main condition: please love your cat as you love any member of your family. And remember that this animal depends on you. Be very, very responsibility, because responsible, because different histories we know, yeah.
Yeah, we hear different stories, but I think I was really amazed to see how actually Ukrainians do care about their pets. Because we would see a lot of pictures, of foreign media and Ukrainian media showing like all those dogs, cats on shoulders.
Yeah.
People had to flee like their cities, their regions, but they would keep their pets near them. So I was really amazed and truly amazed about this. And I hope that all Ukrainians do have this responsible attitude. I just tend to think that those animals that are abandoned now, they probably are abandoned because their family is not alive anymore, or something terrible happens. So I truly believe that a lot of citizens in Ukraine do have this responsible attitude. We talk a little bit about now, and a little bit, we always come back to the beginning of the war and the last few months, but let's talk a little bit about the future. How do you see your future, and do you plan anything now? Except for their motorbike for the summer, but do you build bigger plans, and how do you see it?
Natalie, first of all, maybe my thoughts now is about not about my personal future, about future of our country. And I always had plans, dreams to work sometimes abroad. First of all, for experience, because it is cool to practice English, to practice your working skills. And I want to say you that, and now I think about such experience. But I understand that I would like my future is to live in Ukraine, in my country, to build this country, and to grow my son as a native citizen of our country, is proud for our country. And this is my plan for today, for my future. Because I think that everyone from us is very important now for our future, for our country. And I see that lots of my former current colleagues, my acquaintances, my friends, who really can go away, live abroad, This is very smart and well-educated people. But no, no, I have lots of businesses in here. I would like to go back. I would like home to home. So this is my plan for close future. Then we'll see.
What are you optimistic about right now if you talk about the future? Because now you said this story of your friends who are returning home after they had to flee to Europe and they're trying to keep business, and you feel rather optimistic. But anything that you can share about this particular optimism that you have?
You know, I feel optimistic regarding one point. I hope that such thing as national dignity will be changed, because it is very important to develop this feeling in our people. And I think that what happens now help people to understand that it's very important to be proud that you are from Ukraine. You are Ukrainian. I always thought about small European countries such Danish, Ireland. Yes, these are small countries, not lots of citizens, but everyone is very proud to be Danish person, Ireland person, and it helps them to be very, very strong. I believe that this feeling wasn't developed in Ukraine enough, and I'm very optimistic that now we will tell about this every acceptable and not acceptable time. We will grow our children with this thought in their mind. Please be proud that you are Ukrainians. Think about what our national dignity, please.
That's true. Mindset changes a lot, and we have to be proud of our country. And I hope more and more people, Ukrainians, will be proud and will keep this pride in the heart. We have already talked for, I know, more than 40 minutes. So not to keep you long, I would like just to ask if you have any final thoughts that you would like to share with our audience right now.
Yes, I would like to say that unfortunately, the war in Ukraine is still continuing. Cruel war. Still, lots of our areas are under Russian occupation, and there are terrible crimes there. I ask everyone involved to remember about Ukrainian, to help us, to support us. Please remember, understand that isn't only our war. This is the war against European life, European freedom, European style of life. And we must be together, and we must win Russian aggression together. Anyway, of course, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone who made for my country lots of incredible things. We will remember about this. We will be grateful for this. Be strong, be with Ukraine, Lord is Ukraine.
Thank you for these wonderful words. Thank you, Natalia, for coming. It was Natalia Khytrych, and I'm Natalia Balyuk. It was Ukrainians Talk. Ukrainians talk about what they know, do, see, and feel. And I had a pleasure of talking today with Natalia. And we wish everyone a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Natalia, for this wonderful meeting. Have a nice day too. Have a nice day, everyone.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.